Let the air of the deep sea blow. Ooh.
Jesus! No! No!
Let the fight begin!
Jesus!
Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Hypisha Olujotuchuku, and on this channel I talk about faith, lifestyle and gospel movie review. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. In this video, I'll be reviewing the 7th and 8th episode of Abejoye season 9. In the 7th episode, we saw how Chief Keshiro was rushed to the hospital after trying to attack Bamidele's wife, how Mommy Gwega prayed for him, and how he passed away shortly after. We also saw the changed Bamidele calling Awoponere Pastor Awoponere. You know how I was wondering why they brought in Jolade the King's daughter in the 6th episode? I got to find out in the 7th episode. And one of the things that stood out for me in the 7th episode was how Jolade was gullible and fell into the hands of kidnappers. So while it's not a bad thing to go out, we must be spiritually sensitive and security conscious. Don't go out with someone you know little to nothing about, to somewhere you are not familiar with alone. Instead, choose a neutral and familiar meeting point, or go with a friend, or share your live location with a trusted person. Apparently, the brother Jolade went out with arranged with some persons to kidnap her and demand ransom from her father, the king. So after getting Jolade, the kidnappers called the king of Abejoye and demanded a ransom of 7 million naira. The king called Abejoye, informing him and Iyalode, the only chief remaining in the town. In the 8th episode, Abejoye called his son Bamidele, informing him about what had happened to the king's daughter and asking him to join in prayers for the release of the king's daughter. This time, Bamidele yielded himself to intercede for the king's daughter, and God gave him a word for the king. So Bamidele called the king and shared the word God had given him with him, and the king was encouraged and strengthened. The king went back and studied and meditated on that scripture. He started speaking it forth until it came to pass. At the end of episode 8, we saw what it means for God to deliver you and give your enemies their blood. God gave the king victory, and it was beautiful and refreshing to see that, and to also see that Iyalode was finally arrested. So she missed the first batch of arrests that came, even though she was involved in the plot to kill the king the first time. But she still went ahead to plan to kidnap the king's daughter, and this time she was arrested, and I liked that. One of the things that stood out for me in the 8th episode is how important it is to bear one another's burden. So the king had called Abejoye, informing him about his daughter's kidnap, and Abejoye was burdened by that, and he didn't just end in praying with the king or praying for the king. He went further to calling his son Bamidele, asking him to join in interceding for the release of the king's daughter. And God didn't speak to Abejoye about the king's daughter release. God didn't speak to the king about the king's daughter release. God spoke to Bamidele about it. And what that brought out to me is that when we learn to bear each other's burden, we give ourselves room and allow God to speak to our brothers through us. We allow God to speak to other people through us. So because Bamidele prayed for the king, God could reveal to Bamidele the word that was needed to encourage and strengthen the king. And that went a long way in encouraging the king, and the king went on to meditate on that word until it came to pass. The 9th season of Abejoye was interesting, entertaining, beautiful to watch, and now the 9th season has come to an end. I'm anticipating the release of season 10. Shout out to the producers and the entire cast and crew of the Abejoye series. Thank you so much, and God bless you all for producing such a masterpiece.